Offended, my dear? Are you offended? I'm offended at the fact that you killed my brothers, the North American Indians, and took their fucking land. You niggas ain't ready, man. You niggas ain't ready. Go ahead, I read that.
What you're learning has been hidden from us for thousands of years. Now, through the Spirit of the Lord, which He had to die on the cross for us to get this knowledge. If you knew the significance of why He went on that cross, man, you'd never look at that the same again. He had to die for us to get this knowledge.
That's right.
From His Father.
And that's how the Lord is gathering His elect, by the word being out and preached out here. And then the ones like yourself, you heard the word. So if you're part of the elect, the Lord, now with the word that you receive, now you'll be sealed. And also we're calling out with the word of the Lord, and the Lord is the one doing the sealing. Those people obviously weren't part of the elect because they were scoffing. So it's like the word went like this, just kept bouncing off their ears. That's why they came up the way they did, and then they left. But you're still here, listen.
The substance study to show that self-approved. You got to study the Bible, but you got to study other books. When I say other books, I mean like the documents, the records, history.
It becomes a way of life.
It becomes a way of life.
Hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. And you niggas that come out that's taking the winter off, when you come out, guess what? We gonna curse your asses out. So you can say, see, GMS ain't on the schedule. You did.
Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out there, the four corners, teaching the truth and sincerity. It's your brother, the Shabakwa Amath, here with the brother,
Rock. Shalom.
Of the GMS Dallas camp. Right now, we are in the midst of the Day of Atonement, okay? And this is a time to reflect, all right? This is a time to reflect on the wickedness, that you have done, but yet ask for forgiveness and mercy, all right? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gives it to those that diligently seek Him, okay? But was just meditating on that 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 13, and we're just going to jump straight into the scriptures. If a brother, if you don't have nothing to,
I do for after we read verse 13.
All right, Khan, Baba Kushai, start at verse 13.
Khan, this is 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine."
All right, so until Yahweh Bashim Yahushai comes back and crack those clouds, all right, to deliver us out of the place of hell that we're in today, all right, we must give attention to reading, all right, and getting into the scriptures is getting closer to Him, all right. That's something that is needed, all right, because what's that scripture? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times.
Yep.
Because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and strength of our salvation. So it will behoove you to read and read diligently, read for understanding, all right, and read because your soul or your life is at stake if you don't. All right, just saying it in plain terms.
Yep.
Okay, because all this is by Yahweh by Shemel Shai. All right, He set all this up so we can go through it, but yet receive the victory at the end. Baba Kushai, you got a precept?
Yep. This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 7. And I wanted to read this because, again, like how you opened up, we're in the Day of Atonement. And when you apply 1 Timothy 4 and 13, when you give attendance to reading, all right, something that becomes abundantly clear, all right, throughout the volume of the book is Yahweh Shai, and the sacrifice that He made, because ultimately all the bullshit that we've done, right, Yahweh Shai was able to look into the future, all right, and all those things that we did, Yahweh Shai had to bear all those things, for the sake of, prophecy, and for the sake of, what he was created to do, But this is Hebrews 10:7. It says, "Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O Yahweh Shem Yahushai." And if you don't mind, could I read verse 8 and verse 9?
Come, brother, Bible shot.
It says above, verse 8, above, when he said, "Sacrifice and offering and burnt offering and offering for sin, thou wouldest not, neither hadst pleasure therein, which are offered by the law." Right? Because ultimately, the sacrificial law, of the old covenant, that was no longer pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We fucked the old covenant up. Excuse my language, but we messed it up. We were wicked. We weren't sincerely seeking after Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Which is why, ultimately an atonement had to be made through the Spirit and Yahushai offering up his body. But this is verse 9. It says, "Then said he, lo, I come to do thy will, O Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second." And the second being, the second covenant, which we're not yet in. We'll be in the second covenant, all right, upon the return of Yahushua and the deliverance of new bodies, right? Lord's will, we're a part of that. But I just wanted to get that real quick, about Yahushua.
Going back to that Timothy's 4 and 13. Read that, and I got another precept that goes into it.
This is 1 Timothy 4 and 13. It says, "Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine."
Just like the brother just said, we are reading about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and I'm gonna read this here in Revelations 19 and 10. All right, this is Revelation chapter 19 verse 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him," talking about the angel that came before John. It says, "And he said unto me, See thou doest not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach." It says, "Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy." And the only way that you're going to get that prophecy is if you read. So it all ties back in, And now we can continue on. Well, Baba Kushai, could you pull that word exhortation? I perceive as exhortation. And pull that word doctrine. All right? Because
that word exhortation, proseko, it says outline of biblical usage: to bring to bring near, to turn the mind to, attend, to be attentive.
See, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is trying to get your mind and turn it towards righteousness, all right, and get it out of this world, okay? And that's to those that diligently seek him, okay? Read down a little bit more on that.
It says, to attend to oneself, to give heed to oneself, to apply oneself to, attach oneself to, hold or cleave to a person or thing.
See? Yahweh Shem Yahushai wants you to cleave to this word so it can be attached to you, so it can be you, because it's going to be a part of you. All right?
And Salakia, man, that was a give attendance. Salakia. Let me grab our exhortation. Salakia, bro. Strong's G 3874. This is that word exhortation. Paraklesis. It says a calling near, summons. It says exhortation, admonishment, admonition, encouragement, consolation, comfort, solace.
See, and that shows that this is the comforter. All right, is the words of the law, statutes, and commandments. These are the things that were passed down unto you. All right. This was wisdom. All right. But Baba Kushai, you can continue.
In the First Timothy?
Yeah.
Con. 1 Timothy 4 and verse... Oh, you want to get doctrine still?
Yeah, come, Baba Kushai Salaki.
Con. 1 Timothy 4 and 13. I'll read again. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. And that word doctrine, Strong's G 1319, didaskalia, teaching, outline of biblical usage, teaching, instruction, that which is taught.
Yeah, so, and it was taught unto you, just like it says in Matthew chapter 13, verse 11, it's given unto you to understand the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. That's why he is suggesting, well, he's not really suggesting, he's confirming that, hey, you need to take heed in reading and understanding doctrine and all. Well, it's like it, understanding exhortation and doctrine, because it's given unto you to understand the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. All right, all these things were given unto the nation of Israel. Okay, and it was given unto us through Yahweh Shemi Awashai. But you can continue in 14, Baba Kushai.
Con. Verse 14, 1 Timothy 4, it says, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy.
See, that prophecy. Then we just read that in that Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. All right, Yahweh Shemi Awashai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so all these things was given unto us, word, because of the book. The comforter was given unto us. Okay, Continue, Lube.
It says, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying of the hands of the presbytery.
All right, now Baba Kushai, pull that word presbytery. All right, because our presbyteries does this to us, to assist in lifting us up. All right, to help us hold fast, Baba Kushai.
It says Presbyterion, Strong G 4244. Presbyterion, a body of elders, of the elders of any body.
So the elders of any body. So there's a body in every city. There's a body in every city, and we pray for each other. All right, our elders here in GMS Dallas, we lay hands on brothers if they have ailments, if they have issues, spiritual, physical, and so does the elders of GMS overall, with Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Ramlab, Elder Apostle Rakah, and that's our elders to assist us in growth in our walk.
Mm-hmm.
You continue.
Hold
on, wait, Salakia. That was 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baba Kushai, could you pull that Sirach chapter 6? I believe you can start at 32.
This is Sirach chapter 6 and verse 32. It says, if you wish, my son, you can be wise. If you apply yourself, you can be shrewd. Now hold up, this might not be the KJV, or the correct version. Sirach chapter 6 and verse 32.
Okay. It
says, my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
And isn't that not what we was just going into in 13? To give up attention to reading, because whenever you're reading, you need to be prudent to understand the proper doctrine.
Mhm.
All right, continue.
And if I may, that links up with what we just read in 1 Timothy 2, because you have a lot of guys that mention, these vague elders of Israel and, honors to this person or that person, in these other camps, for example, but they're not specific. They don't give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS specifically. Like the brother just said, Elder Apostle Tahar, Kabar, Ramlab, right? And even if they do say the names, you got guys that are doing spin-off damn doctrine. And teaching that the chip, that Slakia, teaching that the MOTB ain't the implantable C-hip.
Oh,
Shit. So again, it says, my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. Right? A lot of you guys are fucking rebellious, man. And you're just freestyling out here. And it says, if thou apply thy mind, you have to actually be willing to be taught, and you have to be willing to apply what you have been taught. It's not enough to just hear it either. We have to actually be doers of the word.
Yeah, and not just hearers only.
Right. Let me keep going on this.
Yeah, Baba Kushah.
Sirach 6:33, it says, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
See, you have to bow. You have to be humble enough to bow down, all right, and be willing to be taught.
Yep. Okay. And if I may, Slakia.
You got it.
I was going to say, man, a lot of that loving to hear is going to be about your damn self.
Yep.
A lot of that shit is going to be about yourself. Again, because it goes back to what we read in 1 Timothy, the presbytery. Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave the elders all the experience and the spirit to be able to discern situations and to discern where you at. Why? So they could just sit there and not tell you nothing? No, so they could tell you about your damn self.
Man, Elder Ariala good at that. Elder Ariala good at that.
But it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua working through them.
Bro.
It's bigger than, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's how we're linked with them. Yahushua, man. God. It's through them, and that shit don't feel. That shit is not sweet. It's all the time, man. That shit stings. But again, this is the admonishment that the scriptures speak of, right? What is it? Psalms 144. The precious ointment, or he shall smite me, and it shall be precious oil. Roughly paraphrasing. God. Again, that's not just talking about, it says, if thou love to hear. That's just not talking about watching YouTube videos all day, all right, and, brainstorming in your head about all these different possibilities and theories and outcomes. That's not what that's really talking about. Now you do need to be willing to do that. You do need to be willing to, watch videos, right, and things of that nature. But again, it can also go into taking advice. Actually applying what the advice that was given. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'll keep going.
Yeah, Baba Kushah a little bit more.
This is Sirach chapter 6, verse 34. It says, stand in the multitude of elders.
Boom, that's it.
Right and there. Cleave unto him that is wise.
So cleave unto him that is wise. All right? And we don't know about these other camps elders because none of them has wisdom, all right. But here at GMS, we know that our elders are wise and they give you proper doctrine. Okay, we give double honors unto our elders, all right, because we know they're putting us on the proper path that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has set them on. Okay, but
let me go back.
Yeah, kind of go back to that Timothy's.
1 Timothy 4:15, it says, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all.
See? Meditate on these things. So therefore you are seeking Yahweh by Shem Yahushua in all the scriptures. Okay? From Genesis to Revelations, even with the 14 books of the Apocrypha. Okay? Because he is the reason for the season, and without him, there is no reason. Okay, Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given us, a manuscript to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Okay, that's why it says to meditate on these things. That's why it says to read, all right, and read without ceasing as well. All right, like that Baruch chapter 4 verse I think it's 24. Oh, where it says loosely paraphrasing.
I'll read this verse in the NLT real quick. 1 Timothy 4:15. It says, "Give your complete attention to these matters. Throw yourself into your task, so that everyone will see your progress." Yeah. And I was just gonna say, it's the spirit that's been coming out a lot, because again, in verse 14, it mentions neglecting not the gift that is in thee, which is given thee by prophecy. But in the next verse that we're reading right now, it says, "Meditate upon these things." Again, and something that's again been coming about, because there's a lot of new brothers like myself coming in, figuring out why we're here, figuring out what Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave us in order to edify the body, to serve the body. That's I mean, what if you're not doing that, then you're not fulfilling your life. I mean, why are you here? So we're supposed to meditate on that.
And that precept I was going to pull was that Baruch chapter 4 verse 28. It says, "For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so being returned, seek him 10 times more." Okay? We have to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua 10 times more, because he has given us this beautiful role of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for us to ponder on and to meditate on. All right? So we can acquire the doctrine, all right, in its entirety.
Yep.
Continue.
1 Timothy 4:16, it says, "Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them."
See? Don't be freelancing.
Yep.
Don't be over here shooting from the hip.
That's a cut. That's a cut.
Don't be freelancing. Don't be shooting from the hip, because here at GMS, everything links up.
Yep.
Everything links up, and if you going some other way, you will be sought out.
Yep.
You will be sought out, and then after you've been sought out, you'll be brought before the elders. All right, not just your camp elders.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is working in the midst of us, Lord's will.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
and like you just went into, that word doctrine goes into instructions. So case in point, if you're going somewhere you've never been before, right? You driving somewhere you ain't never fucking been, and you need instructions on how to get there, you're not going to get there if you don't follow the damn GPS. If you don't follow the instructions that were given, ain't no way in hell you finna get there. You got no chance. It's the same thing with the truth, with the ministry. Yeah. We've been given, yes, we know we're Israelites, all right? Yes, we hope to be of the elect.
Right.
But how are we going to get onto the chariot? The instructions have been given via the scriptures, and the Lord set up particular men, all right, to guide us there.
Guide us.
You got it.
So and whenever we get to a point, these men have taught us through Yahweh Shem Yahushua to have faith, instead of leaning on our cardinal eyes or following our fleshly desires,
mm-hmm.
but yet to trust wholeheartedly in Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he's going to deliver us. All right, that he's going to put us on the proper path.
Yep.
So we do have instruction. All right, faith is a part of the. It's the key.
Yep, that's the key. Because if you don't believe in,
if
you don't believe
that he
is
is,
get you there. If you don't believe it's right, you're not gonna follow it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like you.
Nah, you good. First Timothy 4:16, it says, "Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee."
See, so with brothers doing lessons, all right, they have to believe wholeheartedly, okay? Because they're not doing this just for themselves. They're doing this for whoever's listening. All right, they're doing this first and foremost for Yahweh Shimei Shai. All right, but everything else is a part of it.
Yep.
You know.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, the water for listening. With that, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shimei Shai by Shemar Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS. Shalom and shalom.
Shalom.